Hi, and welcome to my video that will teach you how to improve your handwriting so that other people can actually read it. Now, you may wonder about why I put boys in the title. Well, it's no secret that typically boys do not have the best handwriting. That's not saying that all boys have bad handwriting, nor that all girls do have good handwriting. However, there is an obvious discrepancy between the two groups on average, and in fact, this is personal for me because I'm left-handed, and there is no group more neglected in the handwriting education than left-handed boys. There's many reasons for this, and I won't get into them, but this video is in fact for anyone and everyone who wants to make their handwriting more legible, which means easier to read. So, for this practice activity, you'll need a writing utensil, such as a pen or pencil, and preferably lined paper to practice writing on, but any paper will do. I'm going to write and discuss each letter of the English alphabet as lowercase and capital. If you need more time to practice a letter, you can just pause the video and practice until you are ready to continue. The more you practice doing it neatly, the better. And the main thing I want you to remember from this video is that you can have better handwriting if you simply focus when you are writing instead of writing fast and lazy. And if you like videos about language, culture, and music, make sure to like this video and subscribe to see more. So with all that said, let's start practicing. So we're going to start with the letter A. Now to make the letter A, all you have to do is make the circle and go down. Now what's really important is just that you focus when you write these letters. If you know how to do it and you do it right, you're going to do it better. So pay attention. Make the circle and go down. Make the circle and go down. Make the circle and go down, right? And so you can practice that as many times as you need to get it right. And when you go to write this, when you're actually writing, just pay attention and do it right. Now the letter B, and I'm going to move over because as we talked about, I'm left-handed, so of course, another obstacle. But, I could do it with that there, but I'm just going to move my hand a little bit over so it's easier for me. Now I write the letter B, I just do a line down, up, and over. Down, up, and over. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. The goal is just that people can actually read what you're writing. So the letter B, a line down, and then I bring that from there up and over. Down, up, and over. Down, up, and over. And now the letter C. Well, the letter C, like I said, we know how to do it. Just focus. Start from the middle and make a little half circle. Start from the middle and make a little half circle. Start from the middle and make a little half circle. See, everybody can tell that's A, B, and C. I'll do one more. The letter D is the opposite of the letter B. So you're going to do a line down and then a circle. Line down and then a circle, right? A line down and then a circle. A line down, and then a circle. The letter E, you start from the middle again, and that little E is a little bit more complicated, but we're going to make a little circle, and then go down from there. Start in the middle, make a little circle, and then go down. Start in the middle, make a little circle, and then go down. So you start, you make the little circle. It's kind of more of an oval, and then you just go down from there. That is clearly an E, so if anybody reads that, they'll know. An F, you start from let's say a little bit above the middle, and you come up and down. So you go up and down, and then you cross it. Up and down, and then you cross it. And you saw it, you can cross it that way or that way. It doesn't matter. People make up these rules about the correct way. It makes it harder for us. As the left-hander, it feels more natural to pull it. So pull it if it feels more natural. Up and down and cross. Up and down and cross. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G, once again, you kind of, just like E, you're going to start in the middle and make a circle, and you go down. So the difference is E, the circle goes to the right. It goes counterclockwise. G, the circle goes clockwise and then around. Right? Oh, no, I'm wrong. It goes counterclockwise, you make a circle, and down. Counterclockwise, you make a circle and down. Counterclockwise circle and down. Okay, now H, moving over a little bit because the G hangs down. H, you're gonna make a line and then the hump, right? And it's good to do it in one stroke. So you go down and from the bottom, you go up and around. Down, up and around. Down, up and around. Practice that. Go down, up and around. Down and then up and around. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. I is simple. You start from the middle, you go down and you make a dot above it. Right? Down and you make a dot above it. Down and you make a dot above it. Down and you make a dot above it. That is clearly an I. Just make sure you put the dot above it and make sure that you only start from the middle so that you have room to put the dot. J, this is what my name starts with. J, just like I, you're gonna start from the middle, you go down, and just like G, you're gonna hook it. And then you put the dot. So make sure you start from the middle so you have room. And you go down and hook like a G, then you dot it. J, dot. J, just like a little hook, and then dot it. Start from the middle. K. K isn't very different from the capital version. The lowercase version and the capital version are very similar. The only difference is, so you make a line, and the lowercase k, you're gonna make a little bit shorter line. You'll see when we do the capital, you're gonna go from the top. But that's K, you do line, and then kind of before you touch the top, that, so you go line down, and then you go across, but not from the top, from like the middle, the 75% mark, and then down. Either way, that's clearly a K. So anybody reading your handwriting will be able to tell. L is very simple. Start from the top, go down to the bottom. L, start from the top, go down to the bottom. Start from the top, go down to the bottom. Start from the top, go down to the bottom. And so if you just practice doing these letters, as much as you need to for each letter, and then it's time to write something you want people to actually read, focus. I have very bad handwriting when I want to. When I just want to write fast and I don't care because I know I'm just going to be the only one reading it, I can write and scribble. But I always write at least so that I can read it. Make sure you don't write so bad that you can't even read it. But when it's time to focus, like right now I'm teaching this video, I'm focused and I'm making sure my handwriting is legible. So that's the most important. Now M, there's a couple ways you could do M, but the way I do it is I draw that little line, like you're going to do the I, and then from the bottom I go up and I make the hump. You could also just start from the bottom and make the hump. Hey, anybody reading that's going to know that's an M, which is what matters, that people can actually read it. But I think it looks a little bit better to do the line, and then from the bottom, make the two humps. Line, and then the two humps. Line, and then the two humps. And the letter N, of course, is just one less step. You can just do that. No one's going to misunderstand that, but it looks a little bit better to do the line and then down. Line and then hump. Line and then hump. Line and then hump. Okay? You can still see? Okay. O. The letter O, like start from the middle and make a circle. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. That's clearly an O. Start from the middle and make a circle. Start from the middle and make a circle. Start from the middle and make a circle. Okay, practice that as much as you need to. The letter P. Start from the midway point, go down. And then you make the circle from there. Start from the middle, go down. Start from the middle, go down. So notice the letters G, the letters J, and P, and we have Q coming up. They all hang down below the line. Just make sure they do that so that it's clearly, distinctly that letter. Okay? So P goes down like that. Maybe see it? O, P, Q, Q. Yeah, Q's right here. So I'm going to move it over because P hung down so that there's not much room for Q. So I'm going to put Q here. Q is the exact opposite of P. You make the circle in the middle and you go down. Or, yeah, interesting. You actually do it a very different way. You make the circle and go down. It's similar to G, actually, except G hooks and Q just goes straight down. You can actually hook Q the other way, or do something like that if you want. But I just make my Q like that. So I do circle and down. Okay? P, Q, R. Yeah, I know my ABCs, okay? R, start from the middle, make the line, and then you come up like for N, but you don't get to the bottom. You could also just go like that. I see a lot of kids write it like that. They do the line, and then they just attach that up top, fine. But I think it's a little bit better to start from the middle, go down, come back up and hook. Go down, come back up and hook. So that's R. S, this is a hard letter. It's hard because you kind of just have to go for it. It's one you might need to practice a lot to make sure you can write it without it looking too sloppy. But basically start from the middle and do a little C and then another one. You kind of have to fit, if you want to give yourself more space, maybe start a little bit higher up and make a little C. And then attached from that, you're going to make a backwards one, okay? 2. No, I'm writing it fast now, so it's not looking as good. C and down. C and down. Now, regardless, I mean, you might think that's a 5. But yeah, if you're reading that in a word, you can clearly tell it's an S because I've written it in a way where you couldn't mix it up for another letter, which makes my handwriting legible, which is what the goal is. T, start from the top, go down, and then cross it like F. Start from the top, go all the way down to the bottom, and then cross it. Start from the top, go to the bottom, and cross it. Start from the top, go to the bottom, and cross it. Okay? U, just like I, you're going to start from the middle and do the line. And then it's actually the inversion of N, huh? What am I doing? What did I just do? I guess you could just make it like that. But, yeah, you go down, you're going to come up, and then you do the U. What am I missing here? Timeout. Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm overthinking it. Okay, don't look at that. Look, make the U and then go down. Make the U and then go down. Like I said, you could just do that. No one's going to confuse it. It's definitely a U. And see, look, I make mistakes. I made a mistake, no problem. But I learned from it. I just remembered how to make a U. That's okay. So you can make that, but I think it looks a little bit better just to put that line on the end. Okay, practice that as much as you need to. V. You go middle, down, up. You go kind of from the middle and you're going to slant it. You're not going to go straight down. You're going to slant it. And that I over-exaggerated there. And then up. So let me do that more correct. Maybe a little slant. Just a little slant. Okay? W. Now W is kind of going to be like the U, except you're going to do it 2 times. So like M and N are like W and U. So W, and you could just leave it or you could add the line, but I am more used to just going like that. So I'm going to start from the middle, do a little U, and then another one. That's why it's called double U. A U, and then a U. X, start from the middle, slant it. Start from the middle on the other side and slant it. What's the goal here? That people can read your handwriting. So just do it with some intent, right? Make the effort. And if you practice this, it'll become more natural and you won't have to try so hard. So if you practice now, when you go to write in the future, you won't have to try as hard to write neatly. Across and across. Okay, that's clearly an X. Good. Y. Y is like this. Start from the middle and slant it, and Y is going to go under too. So what letters go under? G, J, P, Q, and Y. So Y, you start from the middle and you slant it, going under the bottom line, and then you just do that like that. Start from the middle and slant it, and then like that. Start from the middle and slant it, and then like that. Okay? Now the letter Z. Start from the middle, and you're gonna go across, then you're gonna go slant to the bottom, and then you're gonna go across on the bottom. So middle line, slant, across. So start from the middle, go across, slant, and across. Across, slant, across. Across, slant, across. So is this perfect, beautiful handwriting? No. But this is handwriting that other people can read and understand, and that's what's important. So go ahead and practice these letters, whichever ones you need to, again and again until they look legible, until you know anybody from anywhere can read it and understand. And a good, like if we practice, let's make up a word water. When I write it, I want to make sure that there's a good clear space between each letter. Not too much, they're not different words, but so if I write the W and then the A, see, like they're not merging together, so that's gonna help people also read it. And then the T, and then the E, and then the R. And I promise you I'm trying really hard right here to write neatly because it's important, I'm modeling it, right? But if I was writing this for myself, I might just go like water. And I mean, that's not bad, but that's not as neat as this. So it just depends on what you're writing for. And now I'm gonna go ahead and do the capital letters. So like I said, you can go back or pause at any of those points and do whatever letters you need to do. Copy them and practice until you got them. Now we're gonna do the capitals. So A, up, down, and across. Okay, start from the bottom, slant to the top, slant back down, and then cross it. B, you draw a line down, and then you make like a sideways M. 1 bump and 2 bumps. Line down, bump, bump. Line down, bump, bump. A line down, and then a bump, which you'll see that's a capital P, and then bam. C is just like lowercase c, except it's taller. Start from the top now, and make the half circle. Start from the top and make the half circle to the bottom. Obviously, capital letters are all gonna be tall, which is what makes them capital and distinguished. Start from the top and go down. Capital D, start from the top, go down, and then make a whole half circle going the opposite of C. Start from the top and go down, and then make a whole half circle. Top and go down, and then a whole half circle. The letter E, make a line top to bottom, and then a line up top, a line in the middle, and a line at the bottom. A line at the top to bottom, a line at the top, a line in the middle, a line at the bottom. Down, across, across, across. Down, across, across, across. Wait till you see F. Actually, F we write differently. F, we start from the top and we go across. Then we go down. And then we go across. F, we go across to the left, and then down, and then we put the middle one. Across, down, and then the middle one. And it's not quite, maybe it is kind of in the middle, but it might be a little bit above the middle if you want to make it look more like an F. Across, down, and then across. E, F, G, G, you're gonna make that half circle like for C, but then you're gonna come up and then you just draw a line across it. So a half circle for C, but you come up halfway and then draw a line across it. Oh, that's not pretty. It's okay. Mistakes happen. Look, a half circle, and then a half circle. Actually, it's almost finished. And then I draw that line. Okay, G, H is easy. A line across and then attach it. A line across and then attach it. A line down, a line across, and then attach it with another line down. I. You could do a line top to bottom, and then go across and across. Top to bottom, across, across. Top to bottom, across, across. I. J. I make the line across first, and then I do the hook, but it doesn't go down under because it started from the top. So now it just reaches the bottom to hook. A line across, and then a hook. A line across, and then a hook. A line across, and then a hook. K. So I talked about this earlier. You're gonna go top to bottom, and then now from the middle, you're gonna reach to the top and reach to the top. This is not pretty handwriting, but this is handwriting that anybody can read and understand, and that's the goal. Okay, L, a line from top to bottom, and when you reach the bottom, you go across. Top to bottom, and then across. Top, bottom, and then across. Top, bottom, and then across. Good. M. Okay, M you could do like this, from the bottom, slant, from bottom to top, but slanted, and then down slanted, and then back up slanted, and then back up slanted. So that's very wide. Let me do that a little bit better. You know, when you practice, do it until it looks good for you. Okay, I'm gonna practice it here. I'm reaching the top, reach the top. Don't be lazy, this is the capital letter. You don't want it to look like a lowercase. Reach the top, reach the top. And then the letter N is similar. Practice it another line down. Bottom, top, bottom, and then one more time up. Top, bottom, top. Make sure you touch the top and bottom. Bottom to top, top to bottom, bottom to top. One more. O, a big O from top to bottom. Do it until it's good for you. P, top to bottom, and then a line. And then the circle, top to bottom, and then the half circle. Top to bottom, and then from the top you do a half circle. Top to bottom, and then you do a half circle. Top to bottom, and then you do a half circle. Q, you make the O, and then you just draw that line. O, and then the tail. Maybe you want to call it that. O, and then the tail. A big O, and then a tail. Clearly an O, clearly a P, clearly a Q. R, line from top to bottom. You're going to make a P again, and then you make the P, and then you draw the R has a tail too, if you want to say that. Top to bottom, make the circle, and then down. Top to bottom, make the circle, and then down. Top to bottom, make the circle, and then down. S, start from the top now. Now you have more space. The lowercase s is hard because you have less space. But the capital, you start from the top, and you do that. You do this C one way, and then you hook it the other way. It's not easy. It's not easy to make it look pretty. It's easy to make it legible, though. Fit it all in the space you have, and that's all you need. Like, I clearly need to practice making it more round. And I'm practicing too. T, top to bottom, and then across. Top to bottom, and then across. Right? Top to bottom, and then across. Make sure that the line is at the very top so that people can tell it's a capital. Okay, T, U, from the top, and then you make that, and then you can go down. So you make that cup. From top to bottom, you're making a circle that reaches the bottom, an oval shape, half oval, and then down. Practice it until you can do it. From the top, make that half circle, and then down. V, down, and across. Starting from the top, I'm going to slant down, and then I'm going to slant back up. Slant down, and then slant back up. Slant down, and then slant back up. And then W is similar, because the lowercase w, you remember we did like that. But now we're going to make it look like a V. In some languages, it's actually called a double V, not a double U. So you're going to slant down, make a V, and then you make another V. Is this pretty? No. Is it legible? Yes. I make a slant and slant up, slant down and slant up. X is easy. Start from the top, cross down, start from the top on the other side and cross down. Down, 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 down. Do it until it looks good for you. W, X, Y. Y is a hard one. Y is a very hard one. Because you can cop out and just do a tall lowercase y and say that it's capital Y. But you can also do it the right way, which is to go down. So you start from the top and you go slant halfway. Then from the other side, you slant halfway. And then from there, you draw a line down. It's like drawing a V up top and then the bottom part of the I. Okay, but even mine doesn't look very good. Maybe you can even make just a V however you want and then draw the line on the bottom. So let's review that. Start from the top, slant towards the middle, then from the middle, slant back up, and then attach it like that. Okay, watch me. Okay, practice that one. That's a hard one. And then Z is just like lowercase z, but from the top. So a line across, and then a slant line down, and then a line across. Across, slant line down, and then across. Across, slant line down, and then slant across. One more. Across, slant down, and then across. Okay, so that concludes our handwriting video. If at any point of the video you could have paused and practiced any letters that you struggle with, maybe it's just a couple, maybe it's all of them, and review this, practice these letters as many times as you need to until you know that you can write these for other people to be able to actually read them, because that's the goal of handwriting. All right, so thank you for watching and practicing, and see you on the next one. Bye.